All the parts have all been wiped down. Everything's clean. We're ready to go. I got the floor wet. The gun's loaded. It's hanging up over here. We're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and tack them off. I'll wrap up the camera, and I'll let the camera run while I shoot the color on these things. That was our first coat. Nice and light. We don't want to put a lot of solvent down on that primer. We're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes, dry, let that solvent flash off, and come back and hit it with a heavier coat. Second time around, give me about 10 minutes. Second coat. All right, there's a couple things going on in there. I did the first coat light. Like I said, I wanted to get some paint down, get the solvent off, get a nice barrier layer of paint. Second coat, I went pretty heavy. You noticed in the video how the first one I went real fast. The second one I slowed it down a good amount. Got quite a bit of paint on it the second go around. It's a really metallic charcoal color that's going on this truck. So those real metallic grays, or really any of the real metallic colors that are a dark color, they will kind of do like a leopard print or a cheetah spot kind of look sometimes. So that I noticed it was doing that a little bit on the second coat. So to combat that, with the third coat, I upped the pressure on the gun. So more air pressure is going to break the paint up more. produce a finer spray of paint, and I backed off. I got further away from the panel to let the paint atomize a little more, let the paint spread out and kind of settle down. And then right at the end, I went the opposite direction that I had normally been going, and then there was just a little bit of paint left in the sprayer, so I went ahead and just did some erratic movements in the air just to kind of let that settle down on the project, and hopefully eliminate any of that cheetah spot or that leopard print kind of look. So we need to let that stuff sit for about a half an hour before we can go put the clear on it. So we'll do that. I'm gonna get the gun clean, get ready for clear, and I'll let the camera run while I clear it. Alright, it's time for the clear. I'm gonna do one light coat, then one pretty heavy coat, and that should be it. Let me tack this stuff off. I'm gonna wrap up the camera and we'll get it done. Alright, we got our 2 coats of clear done. I've got the evac system in there going. We'll suck all that overspray out of there. Well, I'll do that while I'm cleaning the gun. Then we'll go in, we'll kick the heater on. We'll let that stuff bake on there for whatever, half an hour, and we should be able to move it out and move on to the next part of the project.